What's good, guys? Welcome to the closing conversations. All right, we're back. It's Tuesday the 14th. We're getting ready to have some seller conversations. We're contacting sellers for our community members here at the U who have sellers that are interested in selling. Maybe they don't know what offer to make yet or don't feel comfortable and don't know exactly what to say. Maybe there's just a second touch needed in the conversation as well. Maybe another pair of eyes. And our goal today is to see how many deals we can get locked up for community members on their leads that they've submitted. So, guys, let me know that you're here in the chat. Share this link with somebody. Let them know that we're hanging out for a little bit, making some live seller calls. And we're going to start getting into this thing here in a second. This is Closing Conversations. I got my guy, Brandon Barnes, here with me today, who's going to be making some calls with me as well. Brandon, you want to introduce yourself, let people know who you are?
Yeah. Look, guys, I appreciate you guys joining. This is the Live Leads Closing Conversation. I've been doing this business since 2016. Number of different deals. Started off cold calling, transitioned to some more inbound lead generation. I love closing deals. My home market is Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Mr. Send More Offers. Always encouraging folks to send more offers and talk to people every day. You can't do a deal if you don't send that offer. So super excited to get into it, and shout out to you, fam, for being here and supporting us, and ready to close some deals.
100%, man. 100%. All right, we're going to get into it today, man. Let's go ahead and get rocking and rolling, Brandon. I know we got some leads kind of teed up that we're getting ready to start having some conversations with. You want to start us off, or you want me to jump in? What do you want to do?
Yeah, no, I got something queued up right here. So let me try to jump into this. This is one in my neck of the woods anyway, so I'm looking at Miss Maryland, and it looks like she's been texting with Colleen. She has 3 1-acre lots that she wants to sell now, looking to get $80K for each. No street numbers, just have the lot sizes. You can find them at her linked properties on PropStream. So let me see if I can pull that up just before we jump in to make sure we're looking at the right stuff. Look, you guys can do deals on lots, infield and out. I feel like kind of if it's away from the major metropolitan in your city, acreage helps because you can maybe get that to a builder. But if it's infield, these lots will go all day. So I'm gonna pull this up and see what we can see on this seller. And then, Chris, if you have that next one queued up, I hope you're not in batch leads.
What's that?
I said, I hope you're not in batch leads right now. So I'm gonna keep
No, you're good.
Somebody's in it. All right. So, can you maybe message D and make sure she's not in it?
It's probably me from being logged in earlier.
So popping up, so I can't pull it. You might have to pull this one while we go to the next one and get her queued up.
You need to what her number?
Yeah, see if you could jump in real quick, because every time I try to put in the address, it's saying multiple device login, and I need to find the linked properties.
Try it now. I just logged out.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Pulling this up. So this is a lot deal that we're looking at in Georgia. And I'm about to give her a call now. It would be a condo. I had to find number 220. It might be better to pull up somebody else real quick. Northwest 220, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay.
You want me to? I can jump into one real quick. So I've got Barry Hatchet. I'm going to jump in on a call real quick on this one. Let me pull some information up on it real quick. All right, so this is in Newport News, it looks like. Let me see. Delvin, I think I saw Delvin in the chat, sent this one in. I have been in touch with Miss Hatchet, the owner's wife. She's handling all conversations. Her husband has some health issues. Husband and brother were left the property, so any decision would have to be agreed on with both of them. Motivated to sell because of age. Don't want to deal with the property anymore. Have a current offer for $205K. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give her a call. All right.
All right.
What's her name? Miss Hatchet. All right, let's see what we get. Y'all let me know in the comments that y'all can hear that. Can you? Yes, no. Tori Thomas, what's good? What's good? See you, Tori. Can you hear that? That's all right. Miss Hatchet, how are you doing today? This is Chris. You've been speaking with Delvin that works with me on the property. You got a minute? I appreciate it. Sure. Miss Hatchet, let me do this if you don't mind. Let me just call you right back. I just want to hang up and call back because it's getting a little static. Give me one quick second. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All right, let me make the call from my phone. I don't know why you can't hear it from the computer. Hold on one second. Hey, do you want to look at get me an MAO on this real quick? I'm about to get back on the line with her. Or do you got somebody on the phone?
Which one is it?
The login, and I'll give you a call right back.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
All right.
Which one are you talking about, Chris?
Barry Hatchet. Barry Hatchet. Yeah. Let me call her from my cell, and let's see if we can get jumping with her. All right, y'all. Let me know in the chat if y'all can hear this now.
Hello.
Hey, Miss Hatchet.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, I apologize.
What was your name?
Yeah, it's Chris.
Chris. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I heard most of what you said, and I kind of just wanted to jump on with you. I know you guys have got some different things going on. He kind of updated me. It sounds like you're kind of trying to move the ball forward, I guess, for your husband and brother. It sounds like.
Yes. We are going down. Well, we've been down multiple times to clear out this house. And I don't mean totally clear out. We've got furniture in it and whatever. And none of the furniture is really anything that we have to have, and nobody wants it. So So this house has been, well, I think they Mr. and Mrs. Hatchet, Barry's mother and father, built this house in the 50s.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Hatchet was a craftsman and had built lots of wings and add-ons and garages and whatever in very expensive homes in Newport News. And when he came back home, he'd have a little scrap or whatever, and he'd order some more stuff and then put it up in his house. So the house has, crown molding, and of course we've taken out a lot of the things that he actually made, like phone tables and stuff like that, because the family wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
The house has been lived in since then by the family. When Mr. and Mrs. Hatchet passed, it went to Barry's older brother, Ronald, and then he gifted it to my husband and his brother, his younger brother. And recently, Ronald passed away, and so we are the owners of the house now, and basically we don't know exactly what we want to do with it. But we know we've got to do either one of two things, either rent it or sell it. And I think one of you had contacted us over the internet or the phone or something, and we got back with you. And I think I've talked to Delvin quite a bit.
Yeah.
About the house and all the.
I guess a question I'd have for you, just kind of hearing what you're saying. I mean, and we're interested in it, but just so you understand kind of how we look to do business, we're looking to make sure that we create opportunities that make sense for both parties, not just for us, right?
Right.
We want to make sure that, we understand it's a family property, and I appreciate you just sharing a little bit about, I'm a builder myself. So just kind of hearing a little bit of the history of the house and kind of what it's been for the past, number of years. It's pretty cool. I built a lot of houses in the area, between here and the Richmond area. So we're interested in it. I guess one of my questions though, because when we put an offer together, again, we want to make sure that it makes sense for you and your family, again, not just us. So I guess a question I do have is, it sounds like you said that the brother has passed. Did I hear that correctly?
There were three brothers.
Oh, I got you.
The oldest one was the resident of this house since Mr. and Mrs. Hatchet has died. And then Barry is the second son, and there is a third son, David.
Understood.
And Barry and David are alive and have inherited this house.
Understood. Was there a will in place, or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So does the brother who passed?
We're working with that right now.
Understood.
But the house is not in his estate, I don't think, because he had gifted it to David and Barry many years ago.
Oh, the brother who lived in the property did.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay. All right. So you guys. All right. That's why they got you figuring everything out, Miss Hatchet. You got this thing pretty dialed in.
Well, I hope I certainly tried. I'm an old school teacher. And,
What'd you teach?
I taught kindergarten. I have that mind to be two jumps ahead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta have a lot of patience too. So look, I mean, kind of what I'd be looking at is, just kind of figuring out where you guys need to be. Right. Like when I run into situations like this, I can give you kind of multiple different offers. And when I say that, what I mean is, I want to give you an offer that fits kind of your situation the best. So, that sounds like the property is already vacant. You guys are kind of clearing some stuff out of it right now, which, I do want you to know too, if you do some sort of arrangement with us, you guys don't have to take on the responsibility of clearing the property unless there's stuff in there that, you want or need. Obviously we want you to be able to do that, but we don't want you to feel like you got to clear it out for us before you sell it.
This brother was quite a collector, And
Well, when you say collector, do you mean collector or hoarder?
well, he liked metal detectors.
Oh, but did he like go to the beach and stuff and
And yeah, and Civil War stuff and hunting stuff and whatever. And we are finding stuff.
Brandon, what do you say we do a deal today, man? I like Miss Hatchet. I think I'm gonna get her, man. Let me see what I can do.
I say around 160.
In the 1950s. So, I mean, we have been indulged in history.
I'm gonna try to pin her on cash and novation. It's a good looking novation, pin on the condition. So let me kind of see what's going on and see if we can kind of pin her in.
Some of the things have been, the coins that he saved and stuff like that look really, really old, and we don't know whether they're valuable or not.
Yeah, you guys should get those. I'm not sure, but you guys should definitely get those out of the property for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got all those out. The main house, the main house was a four-room house.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Hatchet took a breezeway and made that into a room. The garage is on the end of the house. And then he made a wing on the back. And as I was telling Evan, the house has a possibility of 4 or 5 bedrooms, depending upon, whether you would be able to, redo a couple of them. But, the house has some real possibilities for a larger family than just the normal mom and pop, because now like that.
Yeah, Delvin mentioned to me too, Miss Hatchet, that you guys had an offer around 205, but I guess you guys hadn't moved forward with it yet, or something like that. What's kind of going on with that?
We still have not settled on anything at this particular point, and we have not accepted any offers as of yet. There seems to be we've had two realtors come and take a look.
Okay.
One realtor, I don't think she'd like the house. It's a bit on the colonial side, with the crown mold and whatever.
Yep, I got you.
She said she was the 200 offer.
Gotcha. So she thought she could sell it for you guys for around 200.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
we thought, well, okay, let's take a look at somewhere else. And the next one that came was between 200 and 250. He did not have a specific figure for it. So the house on the Newport value list is 238.7.
Yeah, I think what kind of condition is it in? So 238, I'm looking at some Marriott properties right now while we're talking. So 238 is about what I could get for it. Like if I had it like fully fixed up, like fully remodeled. There's a property right now at 5925 Madison Avenue. So not too far from you, similar square footage. Let me see what that sold for. That one was fully remodeled. If you look it up online, and let's see, 5925. That one sold. That one sold a month ago for 236. So right around that kind of 230, 238 that you're talking about. It was kind of fully remodeled, all new floors, paint, appliances. They didn't do a ton of work to the exterior, but kind of fully renovated the interior. When we purchase properties, we're looking to be able to go in, fix it up. Obviously this is what we do for a living, so we're looking to go in and be able to create a profit.
But you asked
What's that? I'm sorry.
You actually flip the house.
Well, yeah, we flip them or we rent them. You know, it just depends on what the cost to buy the property is. You know, when we're renting a property, we've got to be able to get, you know, kind of an annual or monthly return on the investment. And, you know, just being transparent with you, a lot of times what happens right now is on our end, the market's starting to shift quite a bit. You know, I don't know how much you watch the news or anything like that, but the housing market's starting to soften. Prices are starting to come down just a little bit. So, you know, we have to be a little conservative, but what we often see is that people, you know, and I understand it, right? People are still often trying to get kind of top dollar for the property.
Sure.
And so generally what happens right now is we have to flip them, even if we want to rent it, because we're having to pay a price to buy it that doesn't give enough room for us to make kind of what we need to make, you know, month to month. So that's kind of what we often run into. So
Well,
this one,
let me add one thing.
sure.
First of all, this house, even though it was built, you know, being a small house with the breezeway and the garage, this house, bigger lot, across from a park, on the opposite side. There is a house across the circle that was on the market for I think it was 206, and they've dropped it to 195.
Gotcha.
That house does not have curb appeal. This one, we've had power wash. It's symmetrical. It's you know, it has the quaint little house that you remember. Well, I was a kindergarten teacher. The little house on the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Type appeal. The other one has jutting wood nose house, you know, with a bay window, and I can't quite figure out the scale of that, of how that moves. This house, the traffic pattern is almost a circle between the 4 rooms, the 2 bedrooms in the back, and the living room, dining room, and kitchen all are in a circular pattern. So it has potential to be opened up if the kitchen and the dining room
To kind of expand a little bit. What kind of timeline are you and your family on in terms of? I know you guys, it looks like, are paying property and taxes and insurance probably still. It looks like there's no mortgage, but
it's now come to Barry and his brother, and we've either got to do something.
yeah, because you got taxes due this month, right?
We're not at a fire sale. Let's
Sure.
put it that way.
Understood.
But Barry's brother is financially strapped.
Gotcha.
We are not strapped, but you know, when you take on something and it's just sitting there and it's not producing anything, you know, naturally we're saying, oh gee, you know, it's only been a month since Ronnie died. So, you know, basically we paid December's, you know, utilities and all that kind of stuff. But now it's come over on our side.
Yeah, and you got property taxes coming in.
Keep this thing 6 months or whatever, unless we're renting it.
I got you. So let me ask you maybe a question, I guess, Miss Hatchet. For us, like I said, you know, ideally we're looking to, you know, purchase properties cash. I mean, that's kind of ideally what we're looking to do. I think I'd probably be a little bit lower than where you need to be. It sounds like, you know, if I was to pay cash, now I'd be able to save you from having to pay, you know, any realtor fees, you know, or commissions or anything like that. So, you know, usually that's going to cost, you know, around 6% of the sales price. You know, you wouldn't have to absorb that, but I would be a little bit lower than where it kind of sounds like you're at the moment.
Where are you thinking? Like in the 200?
So let me kind of explain it this way. So I'd be less than 200. Now, I think that I might be able to craft something for you that's in the lower 200s. But in order for me to be able to do that, it would more so be a structure where, and there's two different ways that I could kind of do that. One way I've heard you kind of talk about renting it out a little bit. One way that we could do that is if you guys might be interested in kind of what we call, financing it, playing the bank, so to speak, where we send you a monthly payment every single month for the property, but you don't have any responsibility for taxes, insurance, maintenance, anything like that. You're essentially like Wells Fargo, and you gave me a mortgage. I make a payment to you every single month, but taxes, insurance, property upkeep, all of that's my responsibility. All right. So you just get a straight direct payment every single month. Think of it like almost like an annuity, right? Another option is if you said, hey, Chris, we prefer not to get monthly payments. We prefer to just kind of get a lump sum of cash. There's a way that we could do something like that too at a higher price than a cash payment. But when we would do something like that, it would generally take around 90 days for us to be able to close on the property for you. And how that works, Miss Hatchet, so you understand, is that we would come in, do any necessary renovations to the property. You all would still own the property, okay? We would come in and do some renovations to the property. We'd have a contractual agreement at a certain number. And then I would take on the cost and burden of doing those repairs. And then whatever I sell it for, within a 90-day time frame above the amount that we agree to, obviously I'm going to take any profit past that. I'm going to get my money that I put into it back. I'll take care of any realtor fees, closing costs, stuff like that. But those are two options that allow us to kind of give you a higher price. If I was a cash offer, I'd be probably in the 170 range. And it just doesn't sound like that works for you. So that's kind of why I'm telling you about these other options.
We have gotten, as a matter of fact, I got a paper in the mail this week, and how these lenders send out letters, and then they put this fake check on there, and
right.
They call it, but they had offered 186 for the house.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get you, Miss Hatchet, I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to tell you that you got to come down to where I got to be at, cash wise. I guess my question is, if I was able to do one of these creative scenarios where I can get you closer to the amount that you do, are looking to get for it, do you feel like you're open to that? So if I'm saying, hey, there's a situation where I could either make monthly payments to you. It's called like a balloon date. So we'd say, hey, Miss Hatchet, I'm going to send you mortgage payments for the next, let's say 5 years. So every month on the 1st, you get a check in your mailbox that you can take to the bank, and that's income for you and your family, every single month. And then after 5 years, the remaining balance on the loan, I'm going to pay that off in full. Okay. The other option that I'm talking about is something much more shorter term, where I'm going to give you that lump sum of cash, but instead of doing it immediately, I'm going to do it in 90 days. And then that'll allow me to come in, do some minor repairs to the property, get it into a little bit better condition. And then anything past what the number that you and I agree to, I'll be able to keep that. But that gives us a little bit more flexibility price wise to be able to do something that can be helpful to your family. Are you open to either of those two options?
Well, I am the mediator between
the brothers
and the brothers.
Right.
It's their decision. I'm not so sure that would be to our advantage, because if we rent it ourselves, it's a golden opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, most people do a deal like that. Miss Hatchet, they'll do a deal like that because they just want what we call it like mailbox money. It's like if you're the landlord and something breaks in the house and you've rented it out, it's on you to fix it. It's on you to pay for it to get repaired, that kind of thing, right? It's not on the tenant. It's your responsibility as the landlord. What I'm talking about more so is I'm sending you a check every single month, and you don't have to spend any money on the property past the check that I give you, right? So it's just all earned income for you. But I do understand that may not.
But yeah, that's tax wise, you're getting
The depreciation, you mean?
Of the expenses.
Correct.
Or,
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you're correct. You would get the depreciation if you continued. So if you rented it out yourself, right, you would get the depreciation. If you sold it to me and played the bank and then I rented it out, then yes, I would get the depreciation. So that's a fair question. In terms of if you guys listed the property, say you listed it at 200 or you listed it at 195 or something like that, you're looking at around $10,000 to $12,000, in commission fees, and that's aside from closing costs, right, to be able to sell it. So that would kind of, if you just took the commission out of it, that'd bring you down to, let's just say 185, which again is a little bit higher. But if I could get you around that number, probably around 190, 195 is where I think that I could get to. If I was able to get you that number, but it took me 90 days to get you the 195,000, I can come up on my price from that 160, 170 to the 195. But, I know that, it sounds like the other brother is a little bit more in a rush than you and your in Barry.
yeah.
But do you think you guys could wrap your head around a little bit, giving us 90 days to get you the number that you want?
Tell you what my husband would think. I would like, probably, you all have not seen the house, have you?
No, we've just kind of gotten some information from Delvin on what the interior is. I mean, I'm happy to take a look at it, but we only want to kind of do that if we know there's an actual opportunity to kind of put a deal in place. So, obviously you understand we don't want to kind of just, run all over the city kind of thing.
Right.
Tell me what you're kind of suggesting though, I guess.
Well, I think maybe you need to talk with my husband and see whether he would be interested in
One of those scenarios. Do you think?
I am a student, and business. He's an accountant, so
I got you.
He's got some memory loss, and you'd have to kind of help him along with it. But he's the one. He and his brother are the ones that will be actually,
Making the call.
Taking the thing. Right now, I have two sons. One is 50 and one is 48.
Okay.
And been throwing around the idea of buying the other brother out, and whether that would be to our advantage. We went to the accountant yesterday, and he said, I think it's worthy of some looking into. The thing was, if yeah, well, the IRS is definitely going to look at see whether it's an arm's length.
Yeah, chat. Let me know what y'all thinking, man. Y'all quiet right now. What y'all think about this?
Between two brothers, it's not quite that arm's length, and so he was a little concerned about that.
Right.
But as to what the fair market value is of the house, I think the fair market value is certainly between 200 and 230. 240, something like that. So I think that we are still looking at that, and I know that you all are interested in this, but we've got to make a decision. Whether we're going to sell it or whether we're going to
Sure.
rent it out.
Yeah, and what you're talking about can be done, by the way, Miss Hatchet, in terms of you can buy out the ownership of the sibling. Generally, I mean, there's different ways you can do that. I can even, put you in touch with a real estate attorney if you want that can help you with that. But when you do something like that, yes, a value has to get established to the property. Where that starts to become difficult, just telling you straight up, is oftentimes people's perspective of the value can be different. So like one person can be thinking about the value when the property's like all the way fixed up to the nines, but they don't have a property yet that's fixed up to the nines. So you can't really say, hey, the property's worth 240 if it's not in the condition that other properties in the area are selling for at 240, right? And then you got to come up with the cash. Yeah, you got to get the cash or get a loan to buy the person out at the same time. So if I'm hearing you right, maybe what makes sense, does it make sense maybe that, we coordinated time to meet your husband and maybe even his brother out at the property to have a conversation about it? If I can make a deal with you guys, I will. If I can't, I'll try to point you in the right direction. Obviously every person we talk to, we don't expect it to result in a deal. We talk to a lot of people. We buy multiple properties, a month as well. So I don't want you to feel like, we're not the kind of folks that are going to call you 1,000 times and try to chase you down or something like that, but we do want to make sure that, we help people in the community get in the right direction in what they're trying to do, regardless if it's a deal with us or not. Do you think that would make sense for us to meet out there, have a conversation, that give us a chance to kind of look through the property? And again, if we can't help you, we'll kind of tell you which way you should go.
For you, I really do. We are going down on, let me see, what day are we going down? I think we're going down Thursday sometime.
This Thursday?
This week.
You guys are in Richmond as well?
Yes, we are in Richmond.
Okay, yeah. We're based out of Richmond. We're down in the 757 area too, but my office is out in Short Pump.
Okay.
I live out in Short Pump.
Our house is, a little place called Centerville.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a mile away from that on 250. We have a nice house that has risen in value since we bought it.
That's awesome.
Right past, where the old Salem, well, not old Salem, the new Salem.
Talking about the school?
Where Bethlehem Walk is.
Yep, I know you're talking about.
All right, I'm down the hill and up the hill on the right, and
Oh, you guys got some good peace and quiet out there too. Then.
We've sold quite a few houses, so I'm not a novice at making trying to be knowledgeable about what I'm trying to do.
Sure.
This house, I think, just from the outside, it's quaint and it's got a bigger lot and whatever. And of course, somebody has to see that to really understand.
Sure.
Why we think this one is a little bit better than just the area around it.
Right.
This little cul-de-sac is just off Jefferson Avenue. It's about 4 or 5 blocks from it.
So I'm going to position her for a walkthrough. She's not the ultimate decision maker, right? So we can't make a deal today. So I'm going to work to get with her husband, and he seems to be the more number guy. He's the decision maker, him and his brother. And let me see if I can get him realistic about the property. I think this is a good novation at 185, 190. And it just really depends on the condition. So we could look at it and the condition is terrible and they're way off base in price. But let me see what I can get lined up for Thursday so we can keep moving.
And there are 2 new houses right across the street on Madison Avenue where
Because she's going to try to sell me all day.
2 houses.
She definitely selling.
I would say probably 250 to 300, maybe 350.
Yeah.
Homes that are across the street. So people are buying property there and knocking down the houses and putting higher
Properties up. Yeah.
But keep you on the line because I know you're a busy man. Any chance of stopping by sometime this weekend? We will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and probably Sunday.
Yeah, I'll make that happen. Can I give you a call back a little bit later or tomorrow and confirm a time with you?
Yeah, sure. I think sitting down and possibly I could get David to come over. He lives in Yorktown, and you can explain it to them. And we had not had this opportunity. You know, we've had I'll sell it for you, and I can get so and so for you, and that kind of thing.
This is the power of being able to make creative offers to do more deals. Heard what she just said. The only type of deal she's been hearing are cash offers, cash offers, cash offers.
Does not know anything about the buy now yet.
Gotcha.
So please don't mention that in the conversation.
No, not at all. Not at all. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we'll see if we can help you or point you in the right direction. I'll give you a shout back later today, tomorrow, to confirm when I can get by, and then maybe you and I can game plan real quickly on just so you understand what that conversation will look like. That way you can kind of talk to Barry before we get out there a little bit. And like I said, we'll see if we can make something happen. If we can, that'd be awesome. If not, maybe we have some resources that can help you guys out and getting everything figured out. I know when you have, death in the family, it can be a little chaotic and a lot going on.
Yeah, well, it has been. And Chris, I'm not opposed to your talking to Barry later on this afternoon. He's not available right now.
Okay.
And just verbally talking to him about it and seeing whether he would be interested in something like that, or whether he thinks his brother would be interested in. I think his brother really doesn't care. All he cares about is how much money he's going to get out of this.
I understand. Yeah, we're used to dealing with that, so that's all right. We can figure out how to solve things for him, and how to keep it moving.
Well, he's got a lot of medical problems.
Okay.
His wife, Ever, and she's in one doctor right after another doctor. She needs to be in a nursing home, but I don't think he has enough money to put her there. And so, we're dealing with.
Yo, Brandon, you want to go ahead and start trying to tee somebody up? I'm gonna get ready to wrap her up real quick.
Due to the fact that if we do rent the thing and the refrigerator goes, and we say, David, okay, we need 500 to get a new refrigerator. I mean, he would be like, I don't have that money. So we don't want to be that. And I mean, we love them, and
guys, you see how I'm uncovering how they don't want to stay in the deal with the brother. The brother doesn't have any money. They don't want to really rent it out and be responsible for maintenance and splitting costs. Delvin, I think we got one on the hook here, man.
The washing machine is great or this, that, or the other, which is, now that's $1,000 or more for one.
Yeah, one appliance. Yeah, and that's kind of what I mean by some of the options we're talking about. So we'll do that. I'm gonna hop. I gotta take care of a few things, but I'll give you a call here in a little bit. We'll coordinate for Thursday, and we'll see what we can do. Okay.
All right. Thanks so much.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you talking.
Bye-bye.
All right, well. All right, so look, that's a deal, Delvin. All right, but here's why it's a deal. The deal is you got family, all right? You got a wife involved and a husband and two brothers that essentially own the property. They're not, the wife and husband aren't in a bad financial situation. They're not really stressing, but the brother is. The brother wants the property sold. The brother needs the money from it. So, in a situation like this, it'll be good. I'm going to try to get both brothers to the property because if I can get both brothers to the property, I can turn them on each other at the property. All right. Now, this is kind of some Brandon. Look, they don't know about this in the U. This is some dork lord tactics. All right. To do deals here. But what we're talking about is a scenario where you have two people who own a property together that want two completely different things. All right. So you got her talking about how her and her family are looking at raising the money or doing this and doing that. But in reality, they're not going to be able to buy the person out because who's got $100,000 of cash just laying around that they're going to want to give the brother to buy him out of this property? Not realistic. Okay. Right. So I think there's a deal to be made here. It's really just about how much do they not want to deal with the brother, to get to a cash number right now, which is around that 160, 170 mark, it looks like. I think it's a really good seller finance deal. I think that's the best deal type actually for this, is to get it on seller finance terms and do a wrap mortgage to somebody else and make money on the down payment, make some money monthly, make some money on the back end, and or kind of a novation structure. So I think that was a really good call. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. First call today, maybe I was a little rusty. All right, but let's see if we can keep teeing some.
Yeah, you definitely handled that well. In the chat, definitely let us know if there's anything that you would have did differently. But like I said, Chris, I think you did that well. And guys, if this is helping you, hit that like button. A lot of these leads, I know you guys are sending stuff in, but some of the stuff that we're calling is directly from offerable.io. And so, that's generating these opportunities, following up with folks, and then we're jumping out and calling them. We're able to get a deal closed with one of the students here recently. We got a few more under contract, a few coming under contract soon. And I think just on this last call, we got something, verbal offer agreed to live. So, we're going to try to get some more of those. Shout out to all the folks that have been submitting stuff. Shout out to Paul. Shout out to Kadeem Peters, Storm. I could go on. There's a bunch of students that have been submitting deals. And we're going to jump into this next one if you're good to go, Chris.
Yeah, Delvin, real quick, I see somebody's asking where the lead came from. Delvin, you want to let us know in the chat where this lead came from? Delvin, is wholesaling still legal in Virginia? It is to me. It is to me. I'm having no problem getting deals done in Virginia. And I'm not a realtor. Maybe if you're a realtor, it is, but I'm not a realtor. Shout out to Delvin on Offerbolt. That's a lead from Offerbolt. My guy's following the blueprint, man. Following the blueprint. That's why he's doing deals. Delvin, I definitely think this is a deal. I think it's just going to come down to what type of deal. So, Delvin, we'll touch base with her in a few hours or tomorrow morning, coordinate something, and then holler at you on kind of game planning it from there, man, if you want to move it forward. So, you got, it is to me. It's still legal in a VA to me. All right, it's still legal in a VA to me. All right, Brandon, you got something teed up?
Yeah, we're ready to go. Make sure you let.
All right, I'm gonna notate this. Keep going.
Okay, good looks.
Hello.
Hey there, Mr. Cantrell. This is Brandon from Nationwide Fast Offers. How's it going?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Yeah, I think I had we had notes. I think my partner Colleen was speaking with Maryland, but just wanted to reach out. What was your first name?
Timmy.
Timmy.
Kimmy. Yeah.
Kimmy. Cool. Well, look.
Maryland is my mother.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, yeah. I wanted to chat with you about those properties in Fairburn. I understand that you guys are still interested in selling those. What were you hoping to get for it?
Well, you know what? There's some projects going on down there near that property, and so I've had several different offers. So I haven't decided yet.
Got it. Tell me why haven't you taken one of the offers? Are you holding out for your number? Or what's going on there?
Oh yeah, no, the property was left to me by my grandmother, so it's not something I need to sell. So and I'm not, and there's some other family members involved, so I don't want to sell it unless I can get what I'm looking for.
Got it. Got it. And so I take it that you know what that number is at this point.
Well, that number keeps going up, so you know that's how that is.
Yeah, yeah. How many family members are we talking? How many guys are involved in this?
Or it's just myself and my mother and brother and sister.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I kind of manage everything. So
yeah. I know how that is. I've worked with a few situations that went through the probate process. One that ended up almost in a fist fight at the closing table. I think I swore off like if it's more than 3, 4, 5 people, it can sometimes get pretty messy to deal with and get everybody on the same page. So, definitely want to be able to get you something that works for you. I was able to pull this up and just to confirm, are each of the lots like exactly 1 acre?
they are approximately what the two of them are 1 point something, and then the one is like 0.93 or something.
Okay. Are you here locally in Georgia?
Yes, I'm in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, me too. I'm in Decatur. I'm in my office right now up in Chamblee. So I'm familiar with the area. I think Fairburn is up and coming. It's growing. So I think there's a lot of upside for this. And if you don't mind me asking, um, the offers that you've gotten, have they been within reasonable range, like anywhere close to where you want to be?
Yeah, I mean they've been close, but thing is they started out about a year ago, a lot lower than they are now. So because there's some projects going on and properties on both sides of me have been purchased already.
Oh, were those actual houses, structures on the property, or were they also
No, no, that I don't. There's supposed to be a senior citizens place on one side and the other side. I think there's a real estate company that bought it that builds Sotheby's or something like that. I think Sotheby's, they build a lot of expensive homes, so they bought the lot on the left of my property.
nice? So those were big lots.
Yeah, I think they're all acre plus. You know,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. You know how much those sold for around?
I'm not sure. I have no idea. All I know is 2 years ago when they bought the property on the right, the city and the developer had a meeting with the property owners. So there's just some stuff going on down there. So
Got it. Well, look, I mean, we've always based our offers off of comps, condition. Of course, condition is a little different here because this is land, but if it's buildable, it'll pass a soil test, all that good stuff. The comps that I was seeing are kind of all over the place. I think depending on where it is exactly, some acres is selling for, 30, 50, some as high as, well, this one has a structure on it. I see a few that are a bit higher. A lot of them that are just 1 acre are around, 50,000. Here's one that sold right on Gadsden Drive, 1.3 acres for 75,000. So it kind of depends on the area. Well, here's one that sold, I think, for 96. So, it's kind of hit or miss. There's another one that sold right on Highway 138 for 81. So kind of based on some of the ones that you're seeing here or that you've seen, I mean, have you guys even had a conversation around what it would take to get you guys to move forward and do a deal?
Now, you know what? I'm actually getting ready to get a survey done, and because the property next to me, there's some discrepancy with a couple of feet of frontage or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a survey done and talking to the city to see what's what the development is that's about to happen. So so I'm just not in a hurry. I own a bunch of rental properties also, so
Okay.
I'm just not in a hurry. So the numbers got to be right before I even want to do anything.
Okay. Well, yeah, look, it makes sense, and I might want to talk about some of those other those rental properties as well if we get to it. But part of our process, my partner's done a lot of new construction. He's a builder. I've worked with a lot of builders myself. Actually, we're taking down a property up here in East Atlanta that we're gonna, do new construction, knock down the original structure, and our process, like, includes, in our due diligence, official survey, soil test, make sure that we're all good to go. So some of those things that we can kind of take for you. I know that for you you're more so kind of focused on price, so it may not be a good fit. Have you ever considered listing these lots to like maximize the price you get on a sale for this?
Well, you mean listing them with like a real estate agent?
Yeah.
Well, now, you know what I did? I had my cousin and I owned 20 acres down in Coweta County, and we sold it. I had no idea that because it was a real estate agent that we dealt with, that they got 14%. We did not know that. I didn't know raw land is that kind of commission goes to the real estate agent. So I would never do that again.
Well, look, I mean, if any real estate agent that's actually doing business the right way, they're going to walk you through that process. And then I don't know if you know, like the rules have changed for like the National Association of Realtors to where you don't even have to offer, if you don't want, commission to the other side agents, to the buyer side. So you can literally name, your commission amount. And I'm not trying to convince you to.
No, I'm familiar with that. I heard about the changes, but this was the agent who brought the agent for the buyer. Yeah.
Got it.
So anyway, they called me and we were in the process of selling it anyway. But anyway, I'm just trying to, when I do sell it, I'm trying to, spend the least amount of money, with middlemen and agents and all that.
For sure. Well, like I said,
because I already got to pay capital gains,
Right.
So.
Well, like I said, we do some building ourselves, so you could count on actually getting to the end buyer, because we'll be looking at this ourselves, or we'll partner with the builder that's very interested, and the builder will be the one that pays us if we were to go that route. But some of these projects we're looking to do our own new construction. So not to kind of dance around the issue, but it sounds like you know exactly what you want. If you give me a feel for what that is, I can at least give you a thumbs up, thumbs down. Hey, I think that this is something we could put together an offer on. And if not, we'll continue to follow up with you, see if anything changes, and see how we can help you down the line.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me give me about a week so I can finish. I'm actually waiting on the city to call me back, and then talk to my siblings, and then I can give you a call back.
Okay. Well, lock me in. I'll text you after this so that you have my number. Before I let you go though, any of those rental properties, that you would be interested in an offer on? Maybe something that's outside your other area, something that a tenant's about to move out of. Anything I can take a look at?
No, you know what? They all paid for, so they're just income.
Are you managing them yourself?
Repairs and taxes and insurance. So I'm not looking to really sell.
Are you managing all of those yourself?
Do I what now?
Do you do property management yourself on those?
I do, and when I did have one property manager, and I'm finding out that they're not as good as I am because I spend a lot of time making sure the yard is up and going and checking it out, and they weren't doing that. So, I've got a really good guy who does all my work for me, and I'll send him out once every couple of months and just do inspections and make sure the property looks good.
Okay.
But I do have one property in unincorporated College Park that is on an acre and a half. And it's in a residential area, so I actually was looking to at some point build some, some homes on that property, kind of inexpensive, but I've got to decide, what I want to do and how I want to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I could take a look at that for you. I mean, I would love to. We could put our heads together and see like the best way if you did want to go that route, what it would take to do that. If there's something that we could do to help you with that process, we'd love to take a look at it. What's the address on that one?
Let me, I think it's 62.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look into that, and then next week, when do you want me to give you a call back? When do you think you'll be hearing from the city?
About this time next week will be fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, look, I'll let you go. Look, I appreciate it. Again, my name is Brandon, and I look forward to talking to you. See if we can put the deal together.
Okay. All right.
All right. Good deal.
Appreciate it.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Cool. So look, that one may be something I don't think it's gonna work for the land, honestly.
All right, Brandon. Yeah. Walk us through your thoughts there, man.
Yeah, I don't really think it's gonna work for the land, honestly. If he's holding out for price, like that's not the game that we play, y'all. I mean, if there's, I typically tell sellers, there's 3 levers that we can pull, especially as real estate investors or just a home person selling a home or a piece of property. Speed, convenience, price. Can't have all 3. If you want to maximize price, you're going to give up speed and or convenience. But if you want speed and convenience and you're okay not maximizing price, that's where we come in place. That's where you want a cash offer as is, where you don't have to lift a finger, take what you want, leave what you don't. That's where we shine. And so knowing your value as a wholesaler, as a real estate investor, you can present that to seller and say, if you're looking for speed and convenience, I mean, I think this is the best you're going to get. We'd love to work with you. If you're looking for price, I can connect you with the realtor, always have a realtor contact. So it's probably not going to work on that, but he said he got a bunch of rental properties and he did give me the address. College Park is hot. It's really close to the city. And then we're going to follow back up next week. So I don't think it's going to be a great deal for the land, but maybe we get a house out of it and can work with this dude in the future.
For sure. I like it, man. I do also like how you really kind of disqualified the seller around listing the property, really kind of, pushed him to commit to disqualifying that for himself in that call. And I think these are good examples of like what we mean by deals or follow-ups. Guys, look, obviously this guy wants to sell this piece of property. They want to do something with it. but there is a period that exists for most sellers where they have to get realistic about the property, and so I think this guy's kind of in that process. Brandon, let's see if we can catch some more and keep rolling. I can try another one of these that I've got in here. Give me a second.
Okay.
Let me see.
Yeah, I know.
What was the name of that seller, real quick?
That one was Maryland Cantrell.
That was in Nationwide or
that was a community.
All right. Have we tried?
There's some live leads that I would go.
Yeah, I'm about to hit these.
I'm
gonna try Edward Smith. I don't know if I've called him already before. Let me look.
What was this? He said, "Yes, I thought it was Timmy. I think it was Kenny, maybe." Yeah.
He said Kimmy or Ken. Son, I don't know. I was trying to stick with him. I couldn't. I heard how you kind of hit him with that. Oh, okay.
That's what you gotta say when you don't know what the hell they talking about.
Exactly.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep going. Because somebody like that, they're gonna get mad eventually. You can't figure out their name.
Exactly.
So okay, man, that's what's up. All right. I spoke with Ed on Friday around 5. He was a little hostile. However, I broke the ice, calmed him down. He said he's ready to move on to bigger, better things. Yes. Wait, is this the guy that had the attitude with me the other day?
Are you talking about Edward Bolden?
No. Hold on. No, he's in Atlanta. I'm talking about the seller, Ed Smith.
Let me see. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, this is that same guy. Hold on a second. I've already called this guy. Just give me move this.
Go to the top of the new live leads opportunity.
Yeah.
I think there were some recent ones that came in. Alex, Tim, Fatima, or Ishmael.
Yeah, let's go, Tim.
All right, I'm gonna leave some notes. Trying to do better with these notes. That's right. It's funny. As I always try to get a ballpark from a seller. That's one thing. I'm going to say this for everybody that's here, especially if you're submitting leads. Anybody that submits me anything, I always say, for one, get the ballpark price of the seller. Even though we can comp something and we can come up with where we need to be, if you don't know their ballpark, you really don't know how much time and energy to spend in getting the right number. And if they give you some type of ballpark, it's something that you might be able to squeeze and make work. And so you might base your offer off of that. So anytime anybody submits me anything, hey man, this is a deal. Hey man, can you help me find a buyer for this? I always need condition. Of course, I need the address, right? Condition, but their asking price. And then, hopefully you give motivation. And so for some of the leads I know that have been submitted, there's no mention of any ballpark price. And if you notice in that last call, I really didn't get his exact price. He had already texted over that his last offer was 90 and he didn't take it. So I kind of thought it was like a long shot. I didn't press him so much for the ballpark, but anybody that you're speaking to, you should be able to get something just based on, hey, I'm not going to hold you to it. You got to have some idea what you want, or you start throwing comps at them and see how they react to it. You know what I mean? I see.
Yeah, I like that point you just made about throwing the comps because, guys, when you toss the comp out at somebody, that's not you giving your offer amount, but that's you putting a number out in the atmosphere that they've got to digest and they got to tell you how they feel about it. you know, I did that on the call that I did. That's definitely something that you guys definitely want to utilize for sure. That's a good call out.
Yeah. Yeah. Super.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying that it's super helpful when you know, if anybody's submitting anything, just don't take that last call for like, hey, I didn't get the ballpark myself. He had already texted over that his last offer was 90 and he turned it down. So I felt like that wasn't even reasonable. But you know, we make sure that we get the ballpark on everybody that we're talking to. Just not that last one because we already had a feel for where he wanted to be.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, let me see if I can let's see if I can get something jumping, man. Hold on a second.
Give me 2 seconds.
All right, so one second, guys. I'm trying to tee one up.
Okay, I'll get the next one ready after that.
Yeah, all right. I've got seller's name is Sierra. I'll see in a second whose lead this might be. Whose lead is this? Kev Shaw. I don't know if he's in the building or not, but we will look at giving this one a shout. All right, this is in Richmond as well, so maybe we'll find a deal. Maybe this is a deal I can buy. Let me see.
No, we love those.
Yeah, this is a decent little deal. Let me see Kevin's notes. Seller is looking to relocate her mom. All right, so she hung up on Kevin. Looking to relocate her mom. Wants to make sure everything is good on her end. So I'm gonna. I don't know if Dre's in the room or not. Rael, this lead came from OfferBolt, a software that we use here at Charged Up. You can look it up, offerbolt.io. All right, offerbolt.io. But that's where the lead came from. That's probably where a lot of these leads are coming from, I assume. All right, let me call this seller. I'm gonna catch her cold, as Dre would say. All right, I'm not gonna let her know that I know Kevin Shaw, and let's see if we can get her talking a little bit. All right, I forgot. Let me call from my cell phone. Hi, Sierra. Sorry about that. This is Chris giving you a shout. We had talked a ways back about the property on X Street. I'm seeing if you were still considering maybe selling it.
I think I talked to my mom. I had talked to a dude named Kevin from another.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin and I work together.
Oh, okay, yeah. So right now I haven't even been over there. Me and my kids just moved on. I told Kevin that's what I told Kevin. I had to move and make sure we were stable first, being that my mom is in their house.
I got you.
And she said she didn't want to move, but like I told Kevin, I had to make something in my baby was great before I could have my mom. So, do me a favor, try to call me back any day this week. After I think what's the latest for y'all?
I mean, I can kind of work around your schedule. Did you need any help in it?
Work around that schedule. I'm telling you, I have a cleaning company. I do 2 retail messages.
You working.
Yeah, and then my 4 kids, 2 grandkids. So
what's best for you?
Available anytime after 7 o'clock. 6, because I pick my daughter up and I be on my way home. I pick her up at 6.
All right. Well, how about I'll call you maybe Thursday around.
Thursdays is always open.
All right. Why don't we chat? Yeah, let's connect Thursday, maybe around 6 or 7, something like that. And then just real quick too. I mean, we buy a lot of properties, but I don't want you to feel like that's all we do. I mean, if it sounds like your mom's still in the property, you guys are figuring some stuff out. If you got something you need help with, we can point you in the right direction. Don't hesitate to let us know on that either. Okay.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. I'll give you a shout Thursday. Hope you have a good day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Bye. Yo, Brandon, real quick. One thing that I do that I don't hear people do a lot in their calls, I just want to call it out, is like, guys, make people feel like you're there to help.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, I'm not trying to make them feel like that, like I'm really trying to help, because I understand in helping them, I can help myself, right? But a lot of times when people are trying to do deals, man, they're trying to wholesale, they're just in it for their own self-interest. And you guys can get a lot more deals done, build a lot more better relationships with the seller if you let them feel like, and you do, right, care about what happens to them, care about their situation, that kind of thing. I don't know if you guys heard the tonality shift just now at the end of that call. When I said, hey, let us know if you need anything, if you guys need help. He perked up a little bit, so I think we can have a good conversation with her, Brandon, on Thursday during closing conversations. We'll try to catch her then.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Did you see something behind that you had?
Yeah, hold on.
I was just wrapping up my notes on the last one.
Yeah, I got another one in here. Let me see. Wade Tonelli. Let me see the deal. Yeah, catch my bees with honey, man. Brandon, you know me, man. I'm a nice, sweet guy, man. All right,
Yeah.
Nice guy. Whatever you heard, it's not true. All right, it's not true. All right. All right. Let's see. Wade. This is a property down in North Carolina. Who sent this to us? Big June. Yo, June might be outside right now. I don't know what's going on. I've seen 3 leads in here from my brother June. All right. I don't know if June is in the chat with me right now or not. Actually, I bet June's in the chat. That's my guy, man. He's always there. So, June, let me know if you're in here in the chat, man. This is one of June's leads. I'm not leaving the first quarter, Brandon, without getting June a deal. If he's doing the work, if he's showing up, if he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, I'm not ending the first quarter this year without getting June a deal, man. All right. I'm not, because I told y'all the other day, since June's been in the program, now I know June can handle this. He won't always doing what he was supposed to be doing. All right. But he's always on the coaching calls, man. Always on the morning call, always locked in and tapped in with me, always supporting. I got to get him a deal. I'm taking it personal. All right, June, I'm taking it personal. I got to get you a deal first quarter, man. So let's see if we can call this seller. Timeline to sell is ASAP. Property's vacant. Seller claims the condition. All right, is a 10 out of 10. I'm going to venture to say that's cap, as the kids would say. All right. but but nonetheless, all right, let's see what's shaking with this lead. Brandon, this is the one for Wade to Nelly. So you can see that.
Okay, I see it.
Let me back up a little bit. Pull up some comps.
When you were clicking through, did Fatima or Ishmael look decent?
Hold on, let me pull. I had a couple of those up. Fatima looked like it was Edward Smith. You don't need to try to call, and Sierra Allen. You don't need to call. I just talk with her. I'm gonna move her over actually. All right, I'm gonna try this one real quick. I feel like I talked to this lady or tried to talk to her the other day though. Let me see something. June, is this the lady I called for you the other day? I want to say it is. Trying to look through some of my chicken scratch to myself. All right, but I think it is, man. Shout out to Donald Gaines. Donald, what up? Boys, my bad. Donald, what's good? What's good? Most lit group on the net. That's a Fendi fact, man. That's a Fendi fact, man. That's a Fendi. All right. I'm gonna try her again. I might get cussed out here. Okay. Here's the thing, Brandon. I'm either gonna get cussed out by the seller or I'm gonna get cussed out by Alexis. Okay. because either I'm pretty sure I called this lead and forgot to put a note on the account. So Alexis, all right. Don't beat me up if that's the case. Right. All right. And I'm only teasing. So what's this contact? All right. June says this is somebody else. So let's see. All right. I'm about to make this call, B.
Okay.
All right, no answer. Let's try one more time. Corey, what up? Corey, good to see you in here, man. You fan. That's my guy right there. Corey, what's good? All right, Wade keep banging on me, man. Wade keep hitting that red button on me. Get me off his line. Let me note that. Brandon, I'm gonna keep rolling to another one, unless you got one up.
I was pulling one up. I think it was one of Storm's lead. The Storm, if you still hear that Royal Place one that she sent, text me. That address isn't pulling up. It looked like a decent lead. I'm gonna try this other one. You already tried Tim.
This Robert Stewart. Have you tried that one yet already?
I haven't. I think there's another one that I'm gonna try. Let me
All
try
right, I
this.
see this seller. We've sent some follow-up texts to. Haven't been able to get them to respond. Deceased mother. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is another one in Atlanta. Well, is this Atlanta? Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please.
Let me try this one again. I think it's an investor, so you know how that goes.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person. Hey.
Hey, Mr. Ishmael. How's it going? This is Brandon from Nationwide Fast Offer.
What's that?
This is Brandon from Nationwide Fast Offer. Calling you back about 2158 Burroughs.
Okay.
Yeah, how's it going? Do you have a few minutes?
Call me tomorrow.
Tomorrow would be a better time?
Call me tomorrow around 1 o'clock.
Around 1 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. I can do that. You don't want to press too.
You know, man, when they be saying that, Brandon, it reminds me of a past life when the bill collector would call me. You know, I would accidentally hit answer, and I'd be like, "Oh, man, just call me tomorrow. Call me tomorrow. I'm gonna be off my break at 1. Call me. All right, I'm gonna be there. 1 o'clock hit. Decline. All right, decline. All right, so me. Let's see if we can get.
Yeah, and the only reason I probably didn't push, he's an investor. I guess he has multiple properties. So, you know, if it was a homeowner, maybe it would be a little different. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I guess we'll see if he does pick up around that time.
I got one in North Carolina. Who sent this in? Simone sent this in. Shout out to Simone. Deceased mother's property, multiple siblings, all want to sell. One sibling has a house they want to buy. They want $180,000 for it. Property needs a full renovation. This is last name Stewart, Brandon, so you can pull it up.
Okay.
And let me circle around on these folks, and let's see if we can get something going.
Yeah, let's try to get at least one more good seller conversation before the top of the hour.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Find. Let me see if I can catch this up right here.
Shout out to Keith then.
OG. All right, let me see if I can get this person on the line. Hey, Robert, this is Chris. Give me a shout. You had spoke with Tawanda that property scouting for us a little ways back. I want to give you a shout about the property over there on Pollard. You got a second?
We got it sold.
You guys have already sold it.
Yep.
What'd you end up getting for it, man? If you don't mind me asking.
We sold it to our brother for $150.
Okay, kept it in the family.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's always a good thing, man. Nothing wrong with that. You got anything else you guys are looking to sell, or was that the only one?
Nothing like that. There's my cousin's got property down here in North Myrtle, but that's what he does. He builds houses and such.
I got you. All right. Well, no worries, man. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good rest of the day, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, boss. All right, bro. All right, so property's already sold on that one. Simone, Tawanda said he sold it for $150K. Now, in the notes, they say that he wanted $180K. He ended up taking $150. All right. So he came off his price, $30,000. So, I want y'all, Simone, Tawanda, y'all keep that in mind. This guy, sellers will come down. So somebody got him down to 150. But don't be discouraged. Keep plugging away and, bring another one and we'll keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
A few folks. Have we actually called all of the new live leads?
I'm checking now.
There was a few folks that we called the other day that didn't pick up. That we could try them again. See if they pick up this time.
Yeah. There's this. There's. I don't know. I don't think we called Fatima yet.
No, I don't think so. You want to take that one, or?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Let me see if I can catch it real quick.
Yeah, I got a few coming behind that if we don't get through.
All right, so we got Miss Wilkins. Seller wants to move forward, has tenants inside, roach infested. From Kev Shaw. All right, let's see if we can get Miss Wilkins on the line. Look, I'll say this too, Brandon. Anytime I see a lead from someone, and the name's Miss Wilkins or Mr. Jenkins or something, I automatically assume it's either going to be a really bad call or a really good call. There's like no in between on those.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that.
Somebody at some point said it's Miss Wilkins. All right, the name's Wilkins, Miss Wilkins. Right. So let me see if I can get Miss Wilkins on the line and shake something up, and then we'll keep going.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message. voice message system.
All right, they're banging on me. Miss Wilkins is not trying to answer her phone right now.
What was that one? Miss Deborah was wanting us to try.
Yeah, it ain't no telling, man. I done seen so many messages from Miss Deborah in the past few days. Who knows?
All right,
Shout out
switch the address.
to Miss Deborah. She probably here in the chat. Miss Deborah, she got a few things going on. Let's see if we can figure out which one is hers.
Right.
I got to get Miss Deborah a deal too. I got to get her a deal just like June. All right. Somebody got to get her a deal. All right. Let's see.
Let me see if I can connect to the property. And I'll pull it up. I'll call that one next.
All right. I'll let you get to it.
No, the one she sent over was the Ed Smith.
Which one?
Did you call Edward Smith already?
Yeah, I already talked to him.
Okay.
That's dead.
Okay. All right, let me try a few of these.
Let me double check. I'm positive I called him, but let me just make sure.
I think that was the guy that said he had already sold. All right, here's a few folks that didn't answer the first time. We'll try them again, see if we can get them.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
All right, Edward. Yeah, we haven't called him. We haven't called him yet. Let me see.
If that's the one, I think she had gave some extra detail on it that he had listed it, but he is.
I feel like I talked to this guy. He said, "Yeah, let me." I think this is the same guy, but I'm just gonna call him real quick in the event that it isn't. If it is the same guy, I pissed him off last time I called him. So maybe y'all can hear me get cussed out today. Let's see. Brad, I've been waiting for a seller to cuss me out because I want everyone to see it's not that big a deal. When they do. But let me see what this league does. Hold on. I'm gonna call him Mr. Smith because somebody usually named Edward, they don't want to be called Edward. All right.
2 1 6 4.
All right, no answer. Yeah, hey Edward, this is Chris giving you a call about the property over there on Park Heights. Were you still interested in selling it?
I've always been interested in selling it.
All right, how much you looking to get for it?
$164.9.
All right, that sounds like a really specific price, man. How'd you come up with it?
What do you mean? That's what I went for.
Well, I guess what I'm asking, is that based on similar condition properties in the area, or is that just kind of the number that you're coming up with it that you want?
That's based on the conditions that I redid the hell inside of that house.
Oh, so you've already fixed it up, renovated it, like HGTV condition, ready to go.
Everything's new. Kitchens, floors, walls.
What I tell you, man, somebody named Ed, it's either they want smoke, man.
You name it, I did a bathroom.
What do you say, B?
He has others.
Gotcha. I understand, man. So I guess let me ask you. I don't know if I'd be, able to help you on that one. We looked to buy properties that, yeah, we looked to buy properties need some work we can fix up. You selling any of the other ones?
I know what you're looking for.
All right. You got anything that I'm looking for? I know you got some other stuff. I mean, are you selling anything?
No. No, I grew up now.
You said you what?
Thank you.
What was that? All right. He hung up. He said it's fully renovated. Not looking to sell it. Yada yada yada. Let me look at the notes on this.
Yeah, I mean, Deborah, when she sent that in, she said that he had just listed it, but he had others. So I thought, she was trying to get us to go after some of the other properties, but maybe
Yeah, he's not.
bad day. You know how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Marsha. I know she sent in a few leads, and we got some follow up to do, like the one Ishmael wants me to call him tomorrow, so I already set that on my calendar. Like I said before, like Chris said at the top of the show, if you guys are submitting leads, we're gonna be working them, over that first week, and then we'll update you on where we are, and we'll take it from there. But definitely appreciate everybody in the U that's submitting opportunities, and we'll continue to work these leads and then be in contact with you on where to go after that first week. So more to come soon on that.
Yeah, we'll wrap up here soon. I see we got one that came in a minute ago. Let me just look at this real quick. Who sent this in? Marquez sent this in. Seller said she's letting her boyfriend handle the house. Hey guys, listen. I don't think Fatima picked up. Let me look. Pretty sure I tried to call Fatima, but look, just lesson for the folks at home. If you're not married, all right, don't let your significant others handle your affairs like this. Because now I got to call somebody's boyfriend. And Brent, he's probably got some like self-interest in this. What's this guy got to do with the deal? All right, why is he involved? Let's see. Boyfriend's handling the house. He never said how much he wanted for the property. They live in Louisiana, but plan on coming back to fix the house up. They haven't seen the property in years. Yada 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 yada. All right. So let's see if we can catch the seller on this. And Brandon, if you want to look at this one for Storm real quick with Fatima.
Yeah,
let me see if I call. I might have already called them. Let me see. All right, no, Fatima, we still got to get to. So let me try this one real quick, Brandon. Then if you want to try Fatima, we can do that real quick. She's looking to sell ASAP, asking for $80K. Conditions almost a gut. And Mayo is $55K, and she wants what? She wants $80K. All right, let me call this first one first, and then if not, we'll try Fatima.
Okay.
Banged on me. All right, I'm gonna try him again. 1 second. Quincy, what's good? Yeah, getting banged on is part of the game, man. You know what it's like, man. It's like getting banged on when you think you got an opportunity or a deal. It's like getting dunked on in basketball. Like getting your shot blocked. You know, it's not fun. It sucks, but it's part of right. It's part of the game. So whoever just sent that one in, we were not able to get Melissa to answer the phone. Let me make a note real quick on that.
Is it maybe?
We can see if we can catch. You want to try Fatima real quick for Storm, see if we can get something shaken there. I got a meeting coming up in about 20, 30 minutes, so I'll have to hop. So we'll wrap up if we can. But
I gotta step out too. The only thing with this one, I know she sent the full address, but I wasn't able to pull it up and prop stream nor batch leads at that address.
This is Fatima.
Yeah, I pulled up the street, so I'll run comms based off of that.
Here, let me see if we can get it in offer vote real quick. Yeah, it's not coming up in offer vote either.
All right. Let me find another street address to run it off of.
Akron.
All right. I'm gonna just call out.
Hey, I think it's because it's 51. I think is what it is.
Okay.
You heard me instead of the 49. Is that who you're calling right now?
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Fatima, this is Brandon from Nationwide Fast Offer. How's it going?
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, I was calling back about a property at Royal Place that you own. Partner mentioned that you might be interested in selling that property or receiving offers.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. What were you hoping to get for it?
Well, I mean, it's a 2-unit. 1 unit has been gutted, so that would need to be completely redone, and the other side is okay. I'm talking like 80,000 for the both of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm pulling it up right now. What's going on with the tenants? I think you mentioned so one side needs a full gut. Is the other side occupied right now?
No, it's not occupied.
Okay, so fully vacant. Is this your only rental property?
I have a lot of properties, but are you looking to resell houses or keep them as a property for income?
Yeah, look, we do it all. We've done renovations, we've done ground up new construction, buy and hold. Depends on the market, depends on the exit strategy. And so I'll look at this one just like any other opportunity. And if it works for our portfolio, yeah, we would love to be the buyer for this. I was just looking at some of the comps, and we always base our offers out of comps. and condition, right? So this one at 80K, where did you come up with that number?
Oh, because that's what I want. I mean, I'll just keep the price there. I mean, I've got a variety of houses.
Yeah, but look, I know how it is, especially with, it's already a process to turn over rental properties.
Hold on a second. Somebody's calling.
Okay. Yeah, chat out. Well, Chris, I was gonna say, what do you think is worth?
Yeah. I think around 50.
Yeah, Ohio got some cheap properties.
Hello?
Hey, Miss Fatima?
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The 5 things at once here.
Got it. Yeah, no, I was saying I know how it is to turn over a property already. We go through that process ourselves. When you have to turn over and do, a renovation, it can kind of weigh you down.
I've been doing this for many years. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You either want it or you don't want it. I mean, I'm only looking to sell by price properties that more or less market price. I know there was a 2-unit over off of Arlington that I know they redid and sold it for $161,000. And I guess the thing was they were making $900 a month rent on each unit, and that was like $1,800 a month. So they paid $160-something thousand.
Fully done. How much were you getting on these units before? How much were you getting on these units?
I don't remember. I mean, here's the side note. I have a 2-bedroom property that I just rented, and I'm getting $11.44 on Section 8.
Nice.
And then, I mean, some of my other places, like just the 2 bedrooms, are getting that much. My 3 bedrooms are $1,200, $1,300, $1,400 a month.
Got it. But this duplex, are both units 2 beds, 1 bath, or is it a little larger?
No, they're like 4 bedrooms.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's a big place, and I mean, it's kind of a crappy time of the year here. I'm trying to get somebody to, I'm trying to rent some of these places so I can kind of get down.
Yeah. I mean, I know, and I know you sound like you're a busy person about your money and your deals. Are you local to this area? Are you doing these properties yourself?
Yes, I do everything basically from stuff.
Okay. Well, yeah. Look, we're serious buyers. You sound like you know your business.
You can be serious all you want, and I mean, I've had too many people tell me they're going to give me half of what I want.
Yeah, I mean, look, we wouldn't be at half, but I mean, I think that we would be stretching it to make 80K work.
Okay, long story short, I don't want to talk anymore.
Look, if I made you an offer,
no, I don't really care if I sell it.
Okay, so are you saying if I made an offer at like 60,
Uh-huh.
that is that something that we could even talk about or entertain?
No.
It has to be 80K.
I mean, I have a 3-unit place on 76 Willard. I will sell for 150. 2 of the units are rented for 750, and the other one I'm still waiting.
Okay, I can pull those up. On this one, I don't know if it's gonna work just based on your.
We'll forget the water place. The one on Willard, I don't care what the comps are. It's going to make $2,500 a month for it.
Yeah.
So if you want to pay me $150, that's fine. If you don't, there's no point in talking. I'll just keep it because I can make $25,000 a year.
I heard that. That other one, I do want to check that one out and see if I could do better on that other property.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull it up right now. What was that address again?
76 Willard.
Okay. You have a second while I pull it up?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said, do you have a second while I pull it up?
I cannot hear what you said.
I said, do you have a second while I pull up that property?
Yeah.
I was trying to look at the comps for that. I think we're just gonna be a little bit a ways apart on the first one on Royal.
Yeah, no, I don't even want to bother with that one. That's it.
Got it. Well, look, I'd love to run the numbers and shoot you still my best offer. If you got an email address.
I'm sick and tired of the phone. Nothing ever.
Okay.
So if you're interested in Willard, that's the one I would sell for 150. And that's it. That is the price.
150. Okay. Are you looking for any properties? I mean, I know it sounds like you're a serious investor.
Once again, I just bought a 2-bedroom for $23,000. I bought another 2-bedroom for $30,000. We just basically cleaned it up and rented it for $1,000.
See, those are the type of deals that I'm looking for. Those sound like amazing deals, especially for the area. That's what I'm interested in buying. I mean, maybe we can even, do some business together that way. Would love to find.
I'm kind of busy right now. I've got a refrigerator being delivered, so can we talk later?
Okay, can you at least send me your email? Give me your email address so I can.
No. If you want me to call, okay. Fine, I gotta go.
She was on one. Sounded like she was about 3, 4, 5 Adderalls.
Yeah, why she so turned up, man?
A gallon of coffee.
She's so turned up, man.
Return.
She's
not playing no game. She's throwing hardball prices.
This what happened, and this what happened when you bump into some of these sellers. I just be wanting to ask them, like, who made you upset today? I'm calling to see how I can give you some money that you're looking for. I understand I might not be the best fit or the best option, but I'm just at least trying to explore it with you and see. And you don't want to give me any information. You don't want me to know anything about the property. And if I give you a low ball offer, then you're going to be upset with me. I'm trying to get the information to give you the best offer possible. So, she's having, it's the top of the year.
The one that the second one she gave me, I pulled it up. Estimated value, prop stream and batch leads was $45,000, and she wanted $150 for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, what you talking about? It's like 150. Look, 150 in this area of Ohio. I mean, come on. You kind of, you got to be selling the Taj Mahal. You got to be selling the Taj Mahal. Shout out to everybody from Ohio. All right. Shout out to, what I'm saying? Hold on. Shout out to everybody in Ohio. All right. I ain't talking about everywhere. Just talking about a couple places. All right. Just talking about a couple places. All right. So let me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kurt. To be mad at the beginning of the year, it's like, dang. Like I don't want to catch you June, July. By the time June, July get here, man. All right, we're gonna. But and you know what the problem is too, Brandon? Not to beat Fatima up, if she ever sees this, God bless. But Brandon, I be seeing this stuff online. I see these people online telling people to go buy these houses in Ohio. This is what she sounds like to me. I be seeing these people, these influencers selling courses and stuff like that. On all over Instagram, I be seeing their ads. They got all these people going up to Ohio, different little cities like this, buying properties on credit cards and whatnot for $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, and then they got these properties. And I mean, I'm just looking at the street view of this property, and this joint's hit, bro. All right, it clearly needs plenty of work. It is not worth 150. So we wish it.
Left side is a gut. Like, jeez.
Yeah, it's like, come on, Fatima, come on.
Bye, Fatima.
I'm not a miracle worker. All right, I'm not a miracle worker. All right, let me see. I think that's mostly it.
Yeah,
that's mostly it.
Like I said, I mean, anything that got sent, over the next week, we're going to be hitting these folks, following up with them and keeping you in the loop, for this first week when you guys submit them. We're going to continue to follow up with them. And, Offer Bowl, of course, is part of, our CRM that we're using, and it's doing, its thing, and it's doing its follow-ups, but we're live hitting these folks as well. So we'll continue to stay in touch and let you know how it's going over this first week once they're submitted. Definitely check out offerbolt.io if you haven't. It's queuing up a lot of these opportunities for us, like in our sleep, throughout the day. So you definitely want to check that out.
100%, man. AI going and talking to leads for you, finding opportunities like this for you to find homeowners interested in selling. Offerbolt.io. You can go on the website and you can try the bot out yourself as the seller to see how the bot would respond. Shout out to the U family in here with us today. We got 60 people or so in here right now. This has been a really good live. We had some quality conversations, some learnable conversations. So we're going to have this again on Thursday. All right, Thursday at 5 p.m. EST. We'll be doing this again. We'll be making calls again. We'll be live right here on YouTube. So let somebody know that we're doing this. Let somebody know to tap in with us Thursday at 5 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. Brandon, let people know where they can find you on social media, man, and get connected with you as well.
Yeah, for sure. Check me out on Instagram or Facebook at IamBBarnes. Right here on YouTube, Brandon Barnes, Send More Offers. And shout out again to you guys for being here, continuing education, getting yourselves ready for your own closing conversations. I think that's super important. That's what we're doing. And the more people that you talk to, look, that's you're creating more opportunities for yourself every day. And as always, send more offers, do more deals. Nothing else. Make sure that you close the deal, send the offer, close that opportunity, follow up. The details are in the follow up, and that's where most of your leads and opportunities are. So, shout out to you guys for being here. Appreciate you. Shout out to the U fam for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Hey, no doubt, man. Good stuff, man. Appreciate y'all. Much love. We'll see you Thursday, 5 p.m. EST. If you're in the U family, hey, listen, man, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. If you're in the community on the morning call, let's rock out, man. Much love. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us today, man. Peace.